Welcome to Film Bluffs, a place for free-range, non-GMO, dog water opinions. So come on in, take a seat, and let's make fun of the kid with no internet.
Jobe from new location.
Joe from downtown.
Downtown.
What's up, guys?
Cool.
Welcome back.
All right.
To another. Oh, by the way, Noah has come up with a guitar part for the theme song.
Perfect. He kept asking me for a sound mixer.
So yeah, we might actually have to commit to that bit. What's up, everybody? We are Film Bluffs. I'm Jobe, and that's...
You pointing to me?
Yeah, well, it's gonna look wrong on the video because I'm hosting the video and he's currently pointing off screen.
Chase, just tell me where to point.
Who are you pointing to?
I'm pointing at Marshall on my screen.
That way.
And he's...
Marshall. Hi. And then,
Nope, Jobe,
I don't know where to
40,
point.
40
I'm just-
Marshall, you're straight down. Jobe, you're a 45 degree angle. There you go. Hey, guys. It's me.
Ayo!
You didn't say your name.
I'm Trace. I guess
There we
I
go.
guess I'm the director because I'm directing these loons. These lunatics. Sneak peek, baby.
No. What did we watch this week, guys? I know we told them all last week, which was like 5 weeks ago in our time.
It's true.
They
We
forgot.
watched.
Well, it's also been for them as well. We haven't released anything for it. We were getting some stuff all straightened out for the whole rebranding, and
We were?
yeah, we haven't released in like 2 weeks.
We have. Yes, we put an episode out last week, right?
No.
That just
Last
came out
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. This Friday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Which is like 2 weeks ago in their time.
Yeah, but you said 5 weeks. Well, 5
All
weeks
right,
for us.
anyways,
But it's been a while. Jobe's moved. We were getting some stuff straightened away, but we're back. We're gonna be doing our regularly scheduled programma. That's
I'm pregnant.
program in French for all you French people out there.
This week we watched Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, the movie.
It's a documentary based on the entirety of Star Wars.
It's true.
My wife watched it with me. She said it was
No
really
way.
stupid.
It is. It's incredibly stupid.
It's very dumb.
This movie is Star Wars if it could get dumber, and it does.
Yeah,
So
no, it's pretty stupid. You got John Candy in there. Gotta love John Candy.
I'm going to play it kind of hot and loose with the synopsis because I didn't write one down, because if you haven't seen Star Wars before, I don't know what you're doing listening to a podcast. So we got the regular Star Wars thing going on. We got our stand-in Luke Skywalker Han Solo hybrid as Lone Star in here trying to save Princess Vega, who is Vespa. They're on the moon of Vega. Might be.
Yeah, you stupid bitch.
She is the princess of Druidia who is running away from her sleepy prince and does not go through with the wedding. She takes off in her Mercedes something and flies through space and is captured or tries to be captured by Dark Helmet, our Rick Moranis Darth Vader stand-in. They do some wacky shenanigans. Lone Star and his dog, Mog, Barf, get paid, or are going to get paid $1 million space bucks to go save Princess from the Dark Helmet and his very large spaceship. They go in, they do some wacky shenanigans where they're all like, I'm the princess and I hate the captain. And the captain's like, yeah, but I hate the princess because she's gross and snotty. And then they meet each other and they go, oh shit, we're in love now. Then they go through a whole bunch of stuff. They're, Jobe, what's the car? I can't remember. Winnebago?
Winnebago?
Yeah, Winnebago, yeah.
Winnebago.
Their Winnebago gets all trashed. They crash land on the desert planet, moon planet of Vega something. They're going through. They find Yogurt, who's a little Yoda stand-in, man, with a bunch of Jawa stand-ins. They go through. They learn of the great, magnificent Yogurt and the Schwartz. He gives him a ring. It's all magic. Princess Vespa gets kidnapped for real this time and lured out into the sand where Dark Helmet captures her. They threaten to give her a nose job to make her look worse, but she's kind of pretty. And then they go in, they save him, they do the whole swaparoo where they're stormtroopers but not stormtroopers. I think they're considered Spaceballs. I think that's where that jumps in.
The society, they're all Spaceballs.
Well, they come from the planet of Spaceballs. The whole thing here is they're kidnapping Princess Vespa so that they can ransom her off for all the air on Druidia because planet Spaceballs has run out of air and Druidia has 10,000 years worth of air. So they do this whole thing. They get the code to the space shield. They turn into a mega-made spaceship. It's like a Transformer, but really big, kind of like Unicron if you've seen Transformers. And they get a big vacuum, they suck out all the air, and then Lone Star goes to save the princess. He also stops real quick to throw that shit in reverse, throws all the air back in, and then blows up the maid as he's fighting Darth Helmet, who he's never met for the first time for the last time. And then they go off, they try to pay off their debt to Pizza the Hut. Pizza the Hut's dead, we don't gotta worry about that no more. He finds out he's a certified prince, and he goes to marry Princess Vespa, and then they all live happily ever after while Spaceballs' empire is landing on Planet of the Apes.
Oh, the original Planet of the Apes, those are so good.
Very funny.
Such
I love their costumes for it. Yes, Jobe.
Yes, Jobe. Planet of the Apes talk.
No, Spaceballs, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
The
Unfortunately,
people are also called Spaceballs because in the opening crawl it says the evil beings known as Spaceballs.
I mean,
and then they have the wonderful
Spaceball
shot where it's the spaceship and it just keeps going. Madison did think that was really funny. I thought that was hilarious.
I forgot how stupid that intro was. I thought I had it paused for a second, but I could still hear something, and I just looked over and it was just going and going and going across the screen, and I was like, right, this is a stupid movie. It's clearly not taken seriously, but like they jump in and he's like, hey, I was told to tell you when we found Princess Vespa, and he's like, you're a real spaceball, and I was like, yeah. That's what they are. It's like me going, Jobe, you're a real dude, you know?
Well, it's like
it's like a derogatory thing, you know?
I wouldn't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
No. If Marshall, shoots a member of Caesar's Legion, I'll be like, you're a true NCR. He'll go, ha.
More like MCR.
This movie is like, I don't know, it just feels like a stereotypical, like the jokes are the same kind of jokes in any Mel Brooks movie, but it's just I think it's one of the most popular ones because it was just based on Star Wars. I don't know how to say it. Like all his movies are very similar.
They are
mouthfeel, right? Like even if you're comparing this to like Robin Hood Men in Tights or History of the World Part 1,
nice,
right? They're same joke structure and all
robots
that fun stuff. It's just this one's in space and it's parodying Star Wars the whole time. Right?
Yeah.
It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny, stupid movie.
Oh, it sure is a funny, stupid movie.
It's very dumb, but I do love it because it's just because it makes fun of like just kind of it's mainly Star Wars, but then they throw in Planet of the Apes at the end, and then there's a little bit of Alien
Star
in there.
Trek at one point.
He does make fun of Star Trek because the beam me up snotty thing. That's always a gag.
So Trace, you've seen this movie probably 1,000,005 times. Jobe, you've seen this movie a bunch too, right?
Oh yeah.
This will be my second time watching it, and I watched this as I watched most movies in my life.
On the TV,
about 8 or 9 o'clock on a Friday or Saturday night, and everyone else has gone to bed besides me and my good old dad.
Aww.
And he just doesn't say anything really. He just opens up the DVR back when we still had, not like we still have it as a thing, but like when we were only using like DirecTV, right?
Yeah, that's
and he would scroll down and he would just look over and he would hit play on
like that, actually.
Spaceballs or whatever, we'd cycle through the DVR list quite a bit. The only one we didn't ever get out of there was Dance of the Wolves because that movie's like 4 hours long.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
You ain't watching that like in one sitting. That's too much work. But I watched Spaceballs maybe in high school, middle school, or something like that, and I haven't like I've heard I've seen clips and stuff like that, and it was just good to go back and laugh every now and then at a good movie that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, it's a good thing to like. It's not it's not like the funniest movie in the world, but there's just like stupid bits in there that make me chuckle. Like they're like, all right, let's jam the radar, and then a glass of jam gets like shattered across their antenna, and then it starts dripping down. He's like, it's been jammed. It's raspberry. I think Rick Moranis sells a lot of this though.
Oh yeah, this movie it would be just pretty mid, but Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet really gives it that X factor.
Like they do good. Like John Candy's great. Mel Brooks obviously is pretty funny in this. He's just not. I don't think he gets a whole lot of screen time with it. I feel like I don't know. I would like for him to have more screen time because I think he's funny in it when he has his little one-liners that he shoots out. Bill Pullman's pretty funny, but Rick Moranis just is the selling point with all of it because he's just got such a way of delivering the lines. And how they treat him on the screen is just very funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, even in the other ones that I've seen, Robin Hood Men in Tights, History of the World Part 1, Mel Brooks isn't, like, huge in those, In Robin Hood, he shows up as the Jewish guy to give him all circumcisions. In History of the World, he plays one of the French kings, I think. And he just likes being the king. That's his line. But he's not really like he's more of a facilitator, He facilitates
I mean,
the comedy
for the most part, especially in this one, just being director and producer. I feel like at that point it's just kind of like, yeah, throw me in the movie. Why not? Fuck it. I'll throw in a couple of lines in there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I have on my luggage. Like just that kind of peppering in little comedy points there. Where he's just jumping into the screen for a little bit, little peppers.
It is funny how
and he's yogurt and he's
always, he almost always casts himself as like a leader in all of his movies. Like Blazing Saddles, he's the governor or whatever. This one, he's the Spaceballs president. I think he just likes to be the leader who's inept.
Yeah. Makes sense. But no, he's just good at the vision and seeing like, hey, you're gonna play this whole movie as straight as possible, right? But it's gonna be funny. They're not like they know they're gonna make the joke, obviously, but they're not playing it as like this is the joke.
No, every once in a while,
completely seriously.
Every once in a while they'll do that. Like they'll just kind of look into the camera and have a little. We're not doing that though, and then they just kind of go back into the scene after breaking the fourth wall. But yeah, they don't treat it like a joke. Like it's very serious, but obviously to us it's a comedy. I just particularly like it because of the little jabs they have in there where like George Lucas was okay with this film being made because he liked Mel Brooks' work. And he was just like, yeah, I've seen Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. Shut up. And they're good. The only thing is, no merchandising. I don't want to do merchandising. They have like a whole scene about merchandising in the movie, and then doing, yes, also perhaps I'll see you again in Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, and just making those jabs at him not liking it while still maintaining like, yeah, we're not gonna do this, but we'll make fun of you for not liking that part of it.
It's just it's a fun movie. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. It kind of sometimes, if the jokes don't land, then you're just sitting through like a really awkward scene. Like your uncle that's kind of drunk just said something weird, and everyone's kind of like, "What?
Oh, shit."
There's a couple of those that they'll say something, and you're like, "Okay,
yeah,
I could see how it's supposed to be funny."
But it was also like late 80s, early 90s kind of humor too, though. Like I feel like it's not gonna land as much with us because there's it's very dated humor and very like, we're jabbing at this thing in this era specifically.
Well, not for Jobe.
Wow.
grew up in the 80s.
He was like 23.
Jobe, how old are you?
16.
I'm 47.
Nice. He did that quick math.
For those folks out there, Jobe's a little sleepy today. He just drove across the country 4 times
Yeah.
for he's a
Pretty
moving
much.
company.
Do that.
He moves.
Jobe Co.
I mean, I can.
Jacob? You can say something. Come on.
Yeah,
I can
come
talk
on. Big.
about the movie.
Hey, yeah, talk about the. Go ahead, big guy. Talk about the movie.
So yeah, like I
Ooh.
said, any scene that's not Rick Moranis is kind of whatever. And there's kind of a bad habit, I feel like, of, you mentioned it kind of hangs on jokes. There's a few jokes that fall flat, and then to make it worse, the scene hangs on it for a while.
I feel like that's a little bit of like where some of the comedy comes in. Like, get not even if you don't get the joke or don't get the laugh from the joke, you get the laugh, like awkward laugh, or just kind of like, oh, we're still here. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, a couple of them. I know the big one for me was always the scene where they're like talking about. It's the really long one where they're like talking about like what's they're like watching Spaceballs the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it's funny that they start watching the movie, but then they're talking about like this is us, this is now. Like I love the kind of call out, but then it's just like I don't care anymore. Like Robin Hood Men in Tights when he loses the archery competition, he's like, "Wait, I'm not supposed to lose," and he pulls out the script and he reads it. He's like, "I'm not supposed to lose." That's funny, but then like talking about like our metaphysical place in the world, I'm just like, this is going on way too long, and I'm just kind of
Yeah, they
let's
do.
go.
They do kind of hang on that one, I think, too much, because it is just like looking at the camera, looking at the screen, look at the camera screen, camera screen, camera screen, and they do that for like a good 5 to 7 seconds where I'm like, all right, yeah, no, we get that you're confused that you're seeing the now point, so we can move on with all that. Ooh, guest star.
Yeah. Did Pizza the Hut make you guys uncomfortable? Because every time
As
I
a
see this
kid-
movie, it just grossed me out.
As a kid, yes, because you can see that he's wearing a costume, obviously, because he's not actually a big glob of pizza. But seeing like not only the very human eyes, but still like the skin around the eyes, like the eyelid part, is a little bit weird when you're looking at him as a creature who's entirely made of pizza.
For me, I just love the fact that he is constantly melting.
Yeah, it's like always like dripping down.
It's so gross.
It
I
is.
hate it.
I love Pizza the Hut, though.
I don't know how no one
hated
ate
that
him first.
I hated that whole interaction. I'm like, can we just get Pizza the Hut off the screen? Just do this maneuver.
No, he's
I just
pretty
don't
good.
get- Who's Vinny supposed to be then? Because
I think he's supposed to be the Twi'lek that has like his lekku kind of thrown around his neck like a scarf.
the really pasty dude.
Yeah, like the one that's like pastel white.
The red eyes.
Yeah,
He's got
I'll
some
sh-
weird fucking.
I'll
hair.
show you after. I obviously
But-
can't because I'm hosting.
I'm gonna just grab Trace by the neck and give him a
What'd I
little
do?
squeeze.
What'd I
don't
do?
know, You're just silly, man. You're just a silly guy.
Nothing. You're just pissing me off.
You just came on
I just
the
what?
wrong side of tomorrow.
No, listen.
You just
We
came.
praised Rick Moranis. I
It's
really have
true.
to say though, John Candy.
John
is a
Candy's
half
great.
Man, half dog, immaculate.
And I know it's not the funniest part, but I love that they're like, "What? Who are you? Barf? Is that short for something? Bartholomew." I don't know why, but his delivery of it gets me every time,
It's
and
good.
it's just very funny.
Yeah, no. John Candy is he's just good in everything I've ever seen him in. Which is also 3 movies total. I've been to a lot of 3s lately.
Yeah.
Listen to another person off. I'll give you 3 things.
Well,
that they're in.
You know what they say. John Candy's coming 3.
No, I think he's dead actually.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah, he died. He died a while ago. At 43 years
Back in-
old. Wow.
That's like
Gone too
20 years
soon.
ago or something.
Yeah, he died in 94.
That was
So
like 20 years ago.
which was only a
30
little bit
years
after.
ago.
Yeah.
In
I-
the interest of sharing fun facts. Well,
Yeah.
First of all, 94 was 30 years ago.
That's what I said.
You're both stupid.
Fun
actually.
facts. That scene where Dark Helmet's playing with his dolls.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone from production just like showed up with those one day and was like, "No, look what I did." And I guess apparently there's like, here, Rick, do something with that. And so he just improvised the whole scene with him playing with his dolls.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen Rick Moranis in a lot of things. I know
Ghostbusters.
he's in a lot of things. He's in
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I've seen Ghostbusters. I don't think I've ever seen Ghostbusters 2, to be real.
It's been a while since I've seen 2. It doesn't
He's
hold
a
up.
brother bear?
Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The
Wait,
Flintstones.
Who's the brother bear?
Coda.
Priscilla.
I don't remember.
He says, "Coming in my way."
He's
I think he's one of the
r-
moose.
he is. He's Rut.
Why is my Wikipedia in Spanish?
Or wait, maybe.
Because you speak Espanol.
No, I also jumped on the Wikipedia and it's also in Spanish for me.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. Oh, I did. I lie. I've seen that, but that was also like...
Actually,
forever.
I lie. I've actually seen all the things that Rick Moranis is in.
I've listed 2-3 things, maybe.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kids just has a weird connotation to it.
No, I've never seen that.
He's in Brother Bear 2.
I don't think I've ever seen Brother Bear 2. Was that one of those shitty ones?
Probably
He's in
it was
Hulu?
probably a shitty like straight to VHS.
Anyway, we're off topic.
HEB.
Oh no, it's HEB, straight to HEB.
Straight to HEB. Here, everything's better.
Nice, good one.
Well,
I mean, for what it is, the effects aren't terrible, right? They're
No.
kind of shit.
I mean, they're dated for sure.
actually, another fun fact is all
You're just
the-
such a fun guy today, aren't you? Just a
All the
fun fact
Mushroom
little fella.
Man.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
from
like
his move
most
to
hip-hop-
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Dude, don't fucking dox me.
Now
Don't
now
live
people are gonna
there,
find him in
obviously.
the entire city.
He
He lives in the O. You have to figure out which one though.
There's 3 of them.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure most, if not all, the effects. For those of you who are just listening, Marshall had to sound out the Hollywood.
I knew there was 2,
Alright.
definitely. It took me a second to figure out where the
You
third
can
one
see him
was.
clapping the syllables in his head. It's like Hollywood.
Oh my god, don't get me started on syllables. Okay, so here I was.
1 second,
I
Job.
just- yeah. Hold your thought. This is important. I just moved to a new school, as I do in my
Like
youth.
recently?
No.
Okay.
In my youth. That's why I said that.
Well, you said it.
I was
after
there
the
for a
fact.
year, and then we were doing some bullshit on computers, which is like, when you're a kid and you get to go on computer during school time, it's like immaculate. It's one of them fucking English games or language arts or whatever you want to call it, and you had to sound out the syllables. And I've never been taught how to sound out the syllables, and this was like,
We did talk about this once.
what? What are phonics?
No, we've had a conversation about this because Madison was doing it with her kids not too long ago.
No, I'm talking about syllables where it's like
I know, but
applesauce.
right, but we've had this argument in the past, like within the last 7 to 8 months.
No,
Yes, we have.
I wasn't there.
You were. It was in the group chat. It was like I think it was shortly before our Colorado
In
trip.
the group chat.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Jobe's thing because I just got obliterated. over
Marshall's
here.
getting
I'm just
shit on.
Dude, Trace just formed the 5 pieces of
Exodia.
gonna- So,
tormented.
Exodia.
Trace just formed Q-Boy.
Job just weeviled the fucking Exodia off the yacht.
I'm Weevil in that if I play card games and I explain the rules and then you start to beat me, I just go, actually, no, it doesn't count for me though.
okay, so phonics are the
summon a
method of
bug.
teaching people
Oh
to
my
read
God.
by correlating sounds with letters or groups, but there's still things known as syllables.
They are 2 different things, yes.
But I'm just saying the thing that we were specifically doing was syllables. I still don't understand it.
You don't understand
there's
syllables?
So the episode where Yugi dueled You'll remember he summons his like moth queen or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, it's like the
and-
queen bug. Is it the one that turns
he-
things into bugs?
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
oh, it needs to be in its cocoon for 4 turns, but without being destroyed, or it'll become Mothra or whatever.
Yep.
And then Yugi destroys it in 3 turns, and then it summons Mothra anyway. And he's like, you said if I destroyed
It's
it in 4
just
turns, it would be-"
smaller.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
you're the-
it was almost there.
Fine.
It-
Remember the bullshit? Okay, the whole Yu-Gi-Oh show
This is a
like,
Yu-Gi-Oh
weird.
podcast now.
But like, remember the one where like he had the castle, the Yami castle, whatever, and then they broke the floating ring, but it was held up by the swords of revealing light. It was when he was fighting like the darkness.
Well,
guy.
yeah, because
and then the castle fell and killed all the monsters.
well, yeah, because there's
As
also
a area of effect like field card.
because like the movie also came out with like if you bought it on DVD, I had this card because I bought the DVD for it. It came out with the Pyramid of Light, which I don't know what it actually does, but in the movie he's like, yeah, I play Pyramid of Light as a trap card, and now all of your god cards are outside of the pyramid, and they're no longer in play.
Okay, so Joe's gonna talk about the effects.
Yeah, so bring us back to
Yeah.
the movie so we can sound like less of nerds.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the Star Wars parody to make us sound less.
Yeah,
like
it's funny.
nerds.
If a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh parody comes out, we will do it.
Well, what if Trace pulls out a Yu-Gi-Oh
Shout out
movie?
to Little Karibo for doing a parody of Yu-Gi-Oh.
What if Mel Brooks, his final project right before he dies, Yu-Gi-Oh parody movie?
Oh
I
yeah,
summon a dark magician Goro.
I summoned the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and next to him, the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
All right, Job, you're talking about the effects. And
Yeah,
we
yeah,
went on
yeah.
a couple of tangents, but now the lovely thing about tangents is they
You
end
can always
sometimes,
bring them back.
supposedly.
Talk
The
to us
nice
about
thing
the jam.
cards, Yugi, is that if you believe in them, they'll believe in you.
The best thing about cards is my deck has no pathetic ones. Here, Yugi boy.
So the
Come on,
effects in this movie, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, are like most, if not all of them, were actually done by the same like effects studio that George Lucas used for Star Wars.
Was that
Oh,
all
yeah.
that? Or is that the one that was used for Lord of the Rings?
That was in New
ILM.
Zealand.
No man.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Oh, also the when they're blowing up Mega Maid and everyone's hopping in
Yeah.
those escape pods, that shot specifically of the escape pod launching, you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
That actually was a cut shot from the original Star Wars.
Whoa!
Oh, look at that, Joe with the knowledge.
Yeah. George
See-
Lucas is like, I never used this one. You can have it.
I want you to
Uh,
cut. I want you to
What's
cut this
another
in.
good one? Isn't that the alien guy? Like that is him,
Which-
right? Like that's
Yeah.
What alien?
The guy who has
Oh,
the
yeah,
chest burster.
John Hurt. Yeah, I love that part
Hello, my
specifically
baby.
because it is just John Hurt from Alien, and he does a little line where it like shoots out of his chest, and he looks down and goes, "Not again," and then he just passes out.
and then the
I
alien hits a
love-
fucking. What,
I think we talked about that in the
imagine
Alien
the
episode.
24th century. It's not the 24th century.
You're
21st century.
You suck.
Spaceballs remake where instead of the alien going "Hello, my baby," "Hello," it just hits a gritty across the fucking
That
diner.
would
That
suck.
would kick ass.
A gritty,
Fucking gritty.
a gritty that's hitting a vape and it's calling everybody skibbity toilet or something.
It still has to be a shitty little puppet, though.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
They
I
get they reincarnate what's his numbnuts, not Frank Oz, but the motherfucker with Kermit, and he's able to puppeteer an alien.
Brownie?
Like nobody's business. No, not
Johnson.
Jimmy
that's
Olsen,
the
yeah.
motherfucker.
I do like that that yogurt in this is just like it's him in obviously a costume, but he's just on his knees just kind of shuffling around, and you can easily see his legs behind the robe, but they just give him a robe long enough to like
I
just
mean,
cover his legs.
That's what they do for Farquaad in the play, right? For the short musical.
Probably.
They
I've
just
never
have
seen the
him-
musical.
No, it is. I'm telling you. As fact.
I imagine that's
Hush your
something they could
mouth.
do.
There is no discussion. I am telling you.
I'm so sorry, but the funniest part of this whole fucking movie is at the end. He's going, "Ah!" I said it earlier, and I'm saying it again because it deserves it twice.
You want to give the listeners a little more context?
Yeah, I don't
it's
even know
when
what you
Yogurt-
mean.
he's telling-
Yeah.
You can still give the listener context. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
No,
want.
Trace has got it apparently.
No, I know what it
is.
is. Yeah, I know what it is. So we can move past if you want.
No, so what happens is Lone Star opens up a fucking fortune cookie or whatever it is, and Yogurt comes out, gives him an important lore and backstory, and then like he's disappearing into light, and he's just kind of like and he's just waving his hands everywhere. It's so good. Oh, I wish I could move like that.
Just doing this?
No, the way
you
he
can't
did
pull
it,
that one off.
the way he did it was just.
It's just
Special.
he's got something about him.
I have to say this to get this off my chest. Master might make fun of me, but he's like the secretariat of Little Green Men. You know what I'm saying? It's just he does it better than anyone than any before.
Oh, okay,
I
okay. I
know.
see what you're saying now.
Look,
Yoda
Yogurt-
in the original trilogy does kick a lot of ass.
okay, when he's fighting R2D2 for that fucking
It's just like... No,
Oh,
that
shit.
little,
Yes.
that is
Okay.
pretty funny.
more movies need Little Green Men. Yoda, Yogurt, the Little Green Men from Toy Story.
True.
That's all I got.
From Toy, you mean the
Wow.
little aliens?
Yeah, Little
Yeah.
Green Men.
Yeah. Oh, is that what they're called? Oh,
There's the army men too.
look!
Well,
don't throw your hands
I like
up. I was a
aliens.
child.
They're
I never
small,
did it.
they're green, and they're men.
I guess
Yeah.
so. But I'm specifically talking about the characters named LGMs, Little Green Men.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
They're still good. The Buzz Lightyear of Star Command movie. That's
Yeah.
good. The animated one that had the TV show with it.
With Patrick Warburton, I believe,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
the man. Let's go watch an episode of Buzz Lightyear while we take our little
Patented.
Capri Sun break.
Our Capri
and
Sun.
sorry, folks. Jobe has jet lagged, so
Yeah.
he'll be drinking a tequila.
Job was on a jet recently,
Oops.
and oh my god, you were
Go,
even
Job,
at
go.
the store earlier today.
And coming in right back at you.
You're
What's
doing
up,
what?
gamer? What's up, Jabronicrons? We are
Nice,
back.
good segue. We did come up with
Yeah.
that. That is what people are called now.
Oh,
I forgot
for
about
your
that.
Next pick. Can
Yeah.
it be Transformers from 1980, whenever?
no,
the
can you do
only-
Michael Bay one,
The only
please?
problem I see with that is that Marshall's.
Please,
We know
Grace.
Marshall's picking an animated movie for his next pick. I don't know if I can do an animated after an animated.
Yeah, you
All
can't.
right, we can.
I think
do
I'm.
Michael
I
Bay
think I
one
might
then.
have to. I think I might have to wait until Job does an animated, and then I can jump in and do that and do another animated if I
No,
want to.
because then I'm gonna get too excited about my animated movie.
Yeah, but it's okay. But it's okay. Job will do his for next week. You'll do your animated movie. I'll do whatever the fuck. Then Job can pick an animated movie so that we can jump into the stigma of us being fucking children. Not
Bad, bad news. I
What?
already have my next movie in mind.
Oh yeah, what is
Next,
it?
next.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
No, I can't say it's coming.
Madison, cut this.
No.
Good
So-
movie. Good movie.
Back to
They'll think
Spaceballs.
that was
Spaceballs. Ooh, the six from
Spaceballs.
Yeah, so music's pretty good, huh?
Oh yeah, especially
I don't
the ending
fucking
song "Spaceballs" by Spaceball. By counting Spaceballs, I think is the band.
Counting Crows.
Yeah,
I think
a
what Joe
comic,
meant to
really.
say was the costumes are fun.
okay.
Dude,
There's a
Dark
gorilla.
Element is
Or is
just
it a bear?
I-
Is it a gorilla? It's a bear. It's a bear.
Yeah, the bear, because he's doing like the seatbelt thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty funny.
Dark Helmet is the best costume design.
Yes.
Plus Dark Helmet for the limited edition desert sequence, also immaculate.
It's pretty good. I need.
He's just in a shirt and shorts and then
And
this
a
big ass
massive helmet.
So I know that they said you can't have Spaceballs action figures. However, I am seeing a set of 11 Spaceballs action figures for $500 on eBay.
Probably because someone like built them.
Yeah.
I do the design for Dark Helmet though. I do like because it is like a It's like a play on the early design of Darth Vader that they never ended up using. That it looked a little bit silly, I think, and so they decided to not go with it. And George Lucas, because he's like, yeah, actually, that looks real bad. So then Mel Brooks looked at it and went, that's actually
It
perfect.
wasn't old when he was making the first.
No,
Star
but that's
Wars.
what he kind of
sounded
sounds like.
like it, though.
He's been sounding like he's old for the last like 600 years.
You can go back to American Graffiti
So-
and he's just like, I just want the high schoolers.
So
driving
I'm
the
looking
cars."
at the action figures for Spaceballs just because I was curious. They all look pretty bad, obviously, but one of the action figures is just the Spaceballs T-shirt, like
Will
on a
you share
hanger.
your screen so
Uh,
our
I-
viewers can see.
No,
I-
no, it's too
that'd
late.
be we'll look into doing that later. Because that's gonna
For
make things really
Patreon
fucked up.
viewers, I do like the bit. There's a lot of good bits in this. A lot of good ones. We've already said there's a lot of ones that don't land, but there's a lot of good ones.
It's
One
true.
of my better ones that I enjoy is when they finally get the Spaceballs are evil and they get the crew and they look over and
Oh.
it's just the fucking stunt doubles.
Yep,
So good.
it's so funny.
So good. And then right after that, Princess Vespa just fucking starts smoking everybody.
I'm not gonna shoot this. I hate guns.
Why is she a Southern Belle?
She does that.
She
That's
does
the
not.
delivery of it. She does.
Nah.
All right, so after no, Jobe, you're not leaving after this because I'm gonna fucking show you because I'm tired. All right, we're doing it
I'm
again.
thinking-
No, we're doing it again. We're already here. I'm tired of this whole Trace's wrong stigma when I'm actively right. I watched
Stigma.
it like 2 hours ago. I
Stick my
know.
dick in her.
No,
Next
bad,
topic.
bad job.
What?
I know you're
She's-
jet lagged, but stop.
Another good one, guys, is he's like, well, he's an asshole. Yes, sir. Major asshole. He's like, I'm surrounded by assholes. Of course you are. Everyone's blind or
How many
cross-eyed.
how many assholes are on this ship? Everybody stands up and goes, "Yo!"
Yo! Oh, it's so good. I'm surrounded by assholes. He's cross-eyed.
I
Can't
like-
get the frost down the barn.
I like the one where they beat up the stormtrooper guys and take their costumes, and then they later come in and go, "Hey, those are the guys that took our clothes." And the other guy has nothing else to say, so he just goes, "Yeah, and they beat the shit out of us." Like, yeah.
That was funny, Trace. Dude, that was one of the jokes that didn't land for me.
I actually like that. I'm with
No!
Oh, hey, Marshall, real quick, for our video watchers. This one is for Marshall, and this one's for Marshall.
The video watchers can see you doing that. This is for our listeners.
Yeah, but I was just making sure our video listeners didn't think I was flipping them off because I love our audience very much.
Good
Our
stuff.
audience
Good
of
stuff.
us.
Yeah.
No, my dad listens.
Yeah.
Adam! Shout out Adam.
Shout
Yo,
out.
What's up, Dad?
Hi, Dad. Hey,
Daddy. Yeah, man. Spaceballs, one of those movies is like, even if you don't like it, you have to watch it once. It's just,
It's. I'm not gonna call it a classic, but
no.
it's it is just like
Historically
yeah.
important.
Yeah, I think it's historically important. If you're a fan of Star Wars, then
That's
you
the
have
big
to
one.
watch it because it's funny. And if you hate Star Wars, you have to watch it because it makes fun of Star Wars.
Like, if you know of Star Wars, you have to watch Spaceballs. If you've
Yeah.
never heard of Star Wars, if
Now
are
you have.
some poor little boy who's 4 years old, you're living on the side of the road in Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah. Depends on where you are.
No, we've talked about this.
Which
Yeah,
one? The Iowa
you
one
kn-
or the state?
Whatever.
Anita,
Nevada's the city.
we built this. Anyway,
Nevada.
the part that
I
I,
hate
think
Chris.
that makes this
Can we
movie
kill him?
kind of hard
Yeah,
to
do it.
talk about
Go ahead.
is I feel like it accomplishes exactly what it set out to do. So, like, what sort of criticisms can I give beyond some of the jokes aren't funny to me?
I mean,
and
yeah.
all the praise is just going to
Yeah.
be this joke was funny.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like I think they went to this movie thinking this is going to be an Oscar winner.
No.
This is going to revolutionize
I don't know how much they made
media.
off
They're
this.
like, we're gonna make fun of Star Wars and it's gonna be slightly funny and we should make money off of it. And they said, yeah, that sounds about right. Let's do that. Yeah, there's nothing else to like knock on it. They're not like trying to fucking use 3D animation for the first time or whatever.
I mean,
like,
they made $38.1 million. Like, you're good.
What was the budget?
What if we watched
22.7?
What did you just say?
22.7 million was their budget.
Marshall.
What if we watched
Spy Kids 3?
Spy Kids 3?
But that one doesn't have what's his name? The gross guy from Grown Ups.
So we have to watch it in 3D.
I'm gonna have to get
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. Yeah. Oh wait, no, he's in it. He's in it at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We can watch it. We
shows
can watch
up.
it.
Marshall, hit us with a. Did someone ring?
Somebody ring the dankster.
Thank you.
All right, we do have to watch that now, so the audience knows the reference we're making.
Yeah, we
The
should just
reference
get the
is Spy
first two
Kids.
and get right to 3.
Okay,
Spy Kids 3
one
was the only
isn't-
one- was the only one my parents had on DVD.
Weird.
So we watched 1 when it was on TV. We watched 2 when it was on TV. Once. I've only seen those movies once time. And then we watched Spy Kids 3 maybe
Once
like
times.
25 times.
Okay, 1 is not strong. It's got some iconic lines where they do the whole "my parents can't be spies, they're not cool enough." But like 2 hits hard. 2 I think is probably my favorite, and then
Really?
3 is
I
pretty
think-
good.
I think I'm
Kids
with
3
Marshall.
is-
I've only seen 2 once.
Really, I love Spy Kids 2. I think it's
Spy
I
Kids
think it's
3
funnier.
Not only has Sylvester Stallone, it has George Clooney.
True.
It has new rising superstar Glenn Powell from hit stuff as Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood from Lord of the
Really?
Rings.
What's
it
he-
has fucking Wrath
Oh
of
yeah,
God.
he's the guy.
Whatever the actor's name is. Khan from Wrath of Khan is there. Like it's Selena
Benedict.
Gomez is in it. No, not Benedict. Old
That's
Wrath
true.
of Khan.
You gotta
Oh,
also
gotcha.
admit that Stevie.
Wonder.
Buscemi.
No.
It's Nix.
Fuck, I just lost his name.
Machete.
Irwin.
Antonio Banderas.
Rocky.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester.
You said
Stallone.
Stevie.
I said it.
I
earlier.
know. I know.
The clearly Stevie who walks in and goes, "Yeah,
Stop.
you surprised to see me?
Tried your
Congratulations,
best.
you're shell shocked."
Hey, he's
So-
still shocked. I mean,
Yeah, you know what? I don't even want to do the podcast anymore.
Shut up, you do. You're just tired and jet lagged from your jet plane.
I think
Not shut.
honestly, guys, the best
He's
thing
car
with Spy
lagged.
Kids 3 is that like they're trying to use the 3D like camera so much that everything that ever
so
happens in
bad.
the movie is coming out to the screen
It's
regardless if it would import. All right, so
We're gonna-
Spaceballs was mediocre.
Oh yeah.
Wow. No,
let's
it's
see,
funny. It's funny.
Is it?
Yeah, they got the stupid line in there where it's I'm your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. So what does that make us? Absolutely nothing. And then he just shoots him. It's funny. It's a good bit. All right, clearly Marshall doesn't think so, but that's because he's mad at me because I made a joke about his Spy Kids 3, the most amazing movie ever made.
Have you seen Spy Kids 3?
Yeah, I have, and Spy Kids 2 is better.
Spy
Oh,
Kids
boy.
2 is not as good as Spy
Looks like
Kids
we've
3.
got a debate on our hands. Why don't you, the listener, comment down below which Spy Kids is best?
Yeah, do it on this episode rather than the one where we're inevitably going to do Spy Kids 3.
Dude, I've had some. Here's the thing.
Bangers
I-
lined up.
Like, I don't want to say this, but like, if you pick a bad movie like between you two, and I just know that I could have had a better movie in there, I'm gonna be pissed off watching the movie. like you gotta use your opportunity
They're
to.
high.
I am going to actively go through movies and go, which one's Marshall going to fucking hate? What
Like if
movies
Joe
does
comes
Marshall
in
not
and
like?
pulls out a Dougal, and I'm like, okay, I could be watching fucking
Dougal.
Spy Kids 3, and I have to watch
Yeah.
fucking Dougal.
Here's the shenanigans I'm gonna pull. Vivarium.
No,
We're not watching Vivarium
absolutely
again.
not.
Watching it with a new
No.
perspective.
No, it's stupid. It's dumb.
podcast. Let's see what kind of score I can give it this time.
No, it's
Give it
dumb
a
because
higher
we'll
score.
we'll jump into it, and Marshall and I will still go, it's a horror movie, and it's not scary. And then you'll go, yeah, but the squiggly lines on the TV symbolize the scrambling of the kid's brain.
No, the squiggly lines
I
represented
don't
regular show.
care.
Kid was watching Coco Melon or some
It
shit.
sucks. It's a shitty movie. Straight to VHS.
All right. So
It's 2014 release.
I would
Straight
send it straight to VHS if it were my decision. It'd be like, yeah, this sucks. Straight to VHS. Nobody has this. I know.
genuinely hope you find yourself in a position where you can mass release a movie on dead media.
I will. It'd be great. That is my dream.
all right, everybody, listen up.
Yeah, what's up?
I think Spaceballs is a funny movie at times. Other times it really drags. The highs are high, but the lows are very low, and everything in the middle is not as good.
I just like
I
that
end up
Marshall
giving-
liked my movie.
I give it a 5.215.
That's fair.
That's fair. I feel that's a pretty
No,
like,
that's fair.
reasonable score. You know, you're not going to the fucking booth for this one. You're just accepting it. You're moving on to the next person.
Fair.
Speaking
Fair.
of the next person, it's me.
Which is weird because usually Jobe goes first. So now I don't know what to score it anymore.
Well, I guess it's Trace movie, so Marshall talks.
Well, that's a constant. But I thought we weren't pulling bits from Scare by Scare.
We're not. This
It's not
is
a
a new
bit.
bit.
That's our lives.
I'm gonna throw something, and it's gonna be big.
I don't know what it is.
It'll probably be a fit, but I'm angry.
Trace posting on his Instagram. Got big things in the works. Gonna throw it later.
Then there's just a follow-up picture, and his like bed's on the side of his room somewhere. Yeah, I threw that.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
working on
bud.
something. I just put a whole thing of tinfoil on one day, and then the next day I do a new one. It just keeps getting bigger until I'm ready to throw.
And put it in the
How
microwave.
big of a tinfoil ball do you think you could throw?
6.
Oh, it could be. It would. I could throw a pretty big one. I think.
Say when.
Like I think I would have to do like the Atlas, like holding it up. Like I could throw that.
Okay,
Like-
you must have missed the part when you should have said stop. I'll start over.
No. Like I don't think your arms can. I don't think your wingspan is big enough.
Okay, so
I'm talking about a perfect sphere right now.
Yeah.
Joe,
For
Joe,
sure.
Joe,
For sure.
Just give Spaceballs a score, damn it. Let me out of here.
So you know, like the human hamster balls. I think about that size. I could definitely throw.
I don't think you could.
I
think it's
could.
too
No, I
heavy.
could. No. I could do it. It'd be
Trace, I've
awkward to
seen
hold
you.
on
You're
to,
built like a goddamn
but
stick
here's what I'm thinking. Like, get a
bucks,
handhold
$6,
on him, so it's not
$6,
like a
$6.
perfect sphere. Like, get some handholds in there.
But
I
it's
could
not a
easily like,
sphere.
yeah.
Spherical, lyrical, miracle.
It's spherical. It doesn't have to be a perfect sphere.
Perfect. You fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
I said it on purpose.
Okay.
I am gonna throw something now.
And it's gonna hit nobody in this room. Because,
This is Space Ghost Coast to Coast signing off.
What?
no, you have to give your score, damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
I'm glad Marshall gave it the score he did because I felt like I was going to be the mean one, but now I'm not.
No, go
I
for
said
it.
6 out of 10.
Fair.
Nah, that's too much.
So
It's a little bit higher than yours.
I'm gonna. I mean, this is no surprise. I'm gonna give it the highest score, but it's one of those movies that like I have a connection to because like it was a thing my dad and I used to watch a lot because we were just like, hey, this is a funny movie. And then it was something that Jobe and I would only ever watch this movie. Like, we've never watched another movie together other than this one. So it's just, it holds a special place in my heart.
Went to the movie theater with him multiple times.
Well, Marshall, good segue. I was just going to say, they've been re-releasing a lot of movies lately. If this came out in theaters, I would absolutely go to watch it. That is like the one re-release I'd go to see. So I'm going to give it a 7.
They
Yeah.
do that with popular movies like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but I think this one's popular enough. It has some big names in there.
Pretty cool.
Name one. Okay. Anyways,
Tim Curry.
Everybody listen up.
I
All
knew
the
that.
big names
I knew that would stop him in his tracks.
You went with the guy who's not in the movie.
Well, I knew if I said something wrong, Marshall would immediately just dead stop whatever he was doing.
He does hate it when you do that.
He's just like,
what? Hey, Jabroni-cons.
Yeah.
It's me, Marshall.
hey,
I'm the guy
Marshall.
doing the,
Hey, Marshall.
ending.
Hey, Marshall. Where
You can catch
Where
us
can they catch
on
us next?
YouTube,
Wait.
Spotify.
Wait, I forget. Do I say what's
No,
next?
no, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't. Not yet. You hold.
Not yet, not
Okay.
yet. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Catch us on Instagram.
But I do have something related to this after Marshall, so I go next.
On TikTok, and Spotify and YouTube and all these fun places, so you can catch us there. Leave a recommendation for a movie down below. If it's a bad recommendation, we won't do it. If it's a good recommendation, we might do it. We'll put you on a list, and we'll not let you know until the movie comes out.
We'll give you credit.
Next week, next week, we're going to be watching Jobe. Tell them the name of the movie right now.
Jobe, what's the movie?
Wait, so if they're searching for us on TikTok, do they look up just Film Bluffs, or
yes, look up Film Bluffs
Pod?
No, I think it's just Film Bluffs.
Okay, American Psycho.
Cool. Fun fact about doing this on Spotify now that I think is very, very cool. Everybody else thought was very mid when I brought it up. We have a video on Spotify now, like the entire movie video or the entire episode. Video. I'm gonna. The entire episode is a video now, and it's cool. It's on Spotify, which is usually just audio, but it also has video now, and it's really cool. Everybody else went, "Yeah, that sucks, Trace. We hope you fall off a cliff and die." And I went, "All right, guys."
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, I could read between the lines.
I explicitly said, "I hope you find something big to throw."
It was not in response to that, but okay.
You guys ever watch that?
No.
What do you call the movie? The Unfortunate Series of Circumstances, or a series of unfortunate
circumcisions.
What the fuck?
Trace will be the one that's going to be eaten by piranhas because he fell off the cliff.
Are you talking about the one with NPH in it?
NPH.
Neil Patrick Harris.
No,
this
Carey.
This guy, am I right?
So, the movie.
Neil Patrick Harris was the show.
Oh, Joe, that's a great haircut.
Thanks.
And I know we jumped on a bunch of tangents today, but we have heard from a few of our viewers that they actually prefer it when we jump on tangents and just have fun bullshitting. So let us know if you like to watch us just bullshit, because then we'll stop worrying about the structure of our episodes.
But then the name won't make sense.
Yeah, it's fine. We're bluffing about watching the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, we are.